Smith, and the Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. Tonight, we'll be watching the Minnesota Timberwolves playing against the Los Angeles Lakers. Looking at the Lakers, this is a team they knocked out in the first round in last year's playoffs, so they'd better be ready. Some extra motivation on this one. And a chance in this one to get a look at the NBA's leading scorer. Freak has just been incredible so far this season. Just defies description. Do you see him holding onto the scoring title this year, Kenny?
Well, a big thing for Freak is trying to avoid the stat-chasing things that a lot of former players tried to do. Just getting his points. Now, if he just comes in and plays the way he's been playing, then he will be that guy.
It's a Western Conference matchup as the Los Angeles Lakers come into town in this game. Welcome to 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, and on the sideline tonight, Doris Burke. The Timberwolves again playing host, continuing their homestand in this one. Well, guys, at this point, while still many things can change, their record is not on par with their performance last year. Maybe a cause for concern, but something they are well aware of.
Well, right now for the Timberwolves, they've had a horrendous start to the season. They're really creating a lot of work for themselves here moving forward.
And, you know, that's the thing. Now they've got to play better than good because average basketball isn't going to get it done.
And now the Lakers starting group. Armstrong in at shooting guard. Tony Snell is out there with Julius Randle. Then it's Russell. And it's Hibbert in at the 5 spot. Los Angeles shooting their first free throws here tonight.
And I think this is a strength of this team. Solid numbers at the line across the board, 77% collectively.
Yeah, in general, they've been very solid. I mean, free throw shooting isn't something they've had to worry about too much this season, guys.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
And the foul called on Freak. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul.
And Rubio kicks to Lee. Deflects the pass. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Picked by Lee. Shot clock at 6. On the wing, Wiggins. From 18 feet away. They shoot again. And Lee with the layup.
How about the perseverance there, the extra effort on that offensive glass?
Now here's Freak. He's guarded closely. Bean with the rebound.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
Wiggins drives in. And Hibbert with the block. And so the ball out of bounds. Hibbert touched it last. Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. Here's Wiggins. Solid shot from the distance of about 14 feet.
And it looks like he might just be on his A game today, Clark.
Here's Los Angeles now. 4-point game. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to the Raptors.
Yeah, they just really struggled to put points on the board throughout that game. You could just see they were pressing. Just couldn't get anything to go on the offensive side of the ball.
Yeah, and guys, once they got spiraling downward, there seemed to be no way to get out of it. All their offense went to pot.
Now Armstrong, following the three-point attempt by Andrew Wiggins. Wiggins against Armstrong, 6 to shoot. Passes it to Randle. No good. Good D by Rubio.
Yeah, early on, 3 misses to open the game. Their offense right now still trying to find its way.
Levine can't hit. Lakers have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Here's Armstrong. Good D by Lee.
They are 0 for the game thus far. 0 of 4 here, still looking for their first make.
And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
Lakers trail by 5. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
And that one's good. Hibbert's got his first bucket of the night.
Took a little time, but they get one to go. Maybe they're warmed up now.
Rubio dishes to Levine. Doubled by Armstrong. And the foul called on Freak. Armstrong with it. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Toronto. And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. So on the floor for Minnesota, Rubio and Levine teaming up in the backcourt. Smith is out there with Towns, and it's Thornton in at the small forward. Here's Levine. He's guarded by Williams. Here's Levine.
And that's foul number 2. And maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another before half.
First trip to the line for him here.
And just a top-notch free throw shooter this year, all the way up there at 88%.
Guys, I don't think there's any doubt that the work he's put in practicing free throw shooting has paid off. I mean, he's made nice strides in getting those shooting percentage numbers up.
And Ricky Rubio gets the whistle that time. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Yeah, but he was late to get there, Greg, so the referee couldn't give him a free pass on that one.
The Timberwolves making a switch here. Lee's checked in. And here's Armstrong. You talk about a player who can absolutely light it up. He averages over 31 points a game. And now Minnesota on the fast break. And the jam by Levine.
How's that for a quick possession?
Yeah, no hesitation at all taking that one to the basket. Beautifully done.
Now here's Freak, guarded closer. From 13 feet, it goes down. Here's Thornton. 14 points from him the last game against Golden State. Pass to Levine, right wing. Here's Towns. Rebound the Lakers. This is their first chance this season playing the Timberwolves.
Yeah, some history here, though. Of course, they won that first-round series in last year's playoffs and ended up sending them packing.
Added incentive in a game like this. I mean, they've got to be ready to rise up to that challenge.
Feeds it to Thornton. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Lee outside. Just 5 to shoot. 3-pointer. No good. Nice D from Armstrong. And here's the fast break. Kicks it to Snell. It's deflected. Here's Levine. Finish off the break. Levine's got 6 points.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Okay, fans, put your hands together.
Now let's take a moment to see the teams that lead the league in field goal percentage. Fourth spot by the Lakers.
You know, this team has been outstanding in terms of shooting percentage. Any team that can shoot this well can only give themselves a much better chance to win. They share the ball, they take high-quality shots, and they're always on the same page offensively.
Wiggins is checked in for Smith. Minnesota with the ball, following the miss by Freak. Here's Levine. He's covered by Armstrong. Steps back and fires. And that misses badly. Air ball. Lakers trail by 5. And for those of you just joining us, we're in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by. And Thornton kicks to Wiggins and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
Let's get a glimpse at how the Lakers are doing right now here early in the season yet in the NBA stats. First in three-point shooting. First in fewest turnovers per game. And they're #1 in opponent scoring. They don't allow teams to get into a rhythm offensively, and thus they're able to hold those points down.
And you look at their incredible three-point percentage. I mean, it's not just about their accuracy, but their execution using screens and creating those open looks. That's been key. And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
Levine kicks to Wiggins. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
A moment now to see the numbers for Wiggins, averaging about 16 points, just over 2 steals and 4 rebounds. And just look at those scoring totals. He's been doing what he does best, putting points on the board.
Absolutely. I mean, he has those real natural scoring instincts. The ability to find creases in the defense, just fantastic.
And the first one at the line is good.
How about Wiggins in this one? 15 points, and he's made 3 shots at the foul line.
And you've got to take care of business at the free throw line, not just getting there, but converting.
Nikola Pekovic is checked in for Minnesota. Zhang comes in for David Lee. And then for the Lakers, Hibbert comes in for Mozgov. And it's Russell in for Tony Snell. Now here's Freak. He's got 8. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter.
Move the ball. Stick it
Out to Kobe. Up top, Armstrong. He's guarded by Thornton. And the shot is good. That's 10 points for Freak.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Pekovic with a screen. And stolen by Freak. And here we go. Fast break. Freak's got it. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. In a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Minnesota.
And they've made an effort to get to the line here in the first half, guys, and it's starting to pay off.
Something else they've been able to do so far tonight is earn those tough points in the paint.
Ricky Rubio checked in for Minnesota. And so Russell hits them both. Minnesota in the lead. Rubio the pass to Wiggins. Kobe with the steal. Here's Armstrong. Los Angeles with another miss. The Timberwolves have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. They get a hand on it. And it's the Lakers on the break. Freak with the ball. That ties the game. 9 points for D'Angelo Russell.
I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
That's got to be job #1 right now. Nothing easy on the inside.
Now here's Pekovic. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. And that one's good. And the Timberwolves lead by 2.
And boy, has he picked it up since the start of the second. His shots now starting to fall.
Here's Armstrong after the basket by Minnesota.
Move the ball. Stick it to
He feeds it to Randall. Bryant dishes to Armstrong. There's the killer two-handed slam.
And that is a major league flush right there, my friends.
And in a tight contest like this, Greg, that might be just what they need to get the tide rolling in their direction.
You're exactly right. I mean, so often when a team gets that kind of explosive play out of its backcourt, that can really rally and galvanize the whole squad. Offensively, he can be the engine that drives them at any given time.
Hibbert with the screen. And here we go. Wiggins heading to the hoop. Finish off the break. Wiggins has got 7 points for the quarter.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Now here's Freak. Not a lot of room. Right side, Kobe from 12 feet out. Again, the Lakers.
And really smart to draw his man out to the perimeter. He's giving up too much size to be effective inside.
Showed nice basketball IQ. I agree, Greg. I mean, if he finds his spot on the perimeter and doesn't force it, I think his outside shot will be hard to block no matter who's defending. Good ball movement. He put that pass in the ideal spot, right where it needed to be.
And a pretty tightly contested.